What's up, everyone? Welcome back. This is Rebirth Radio. We are back with another banger episode. I already know you guys are going to enjoy this. So let's get into this shit. Before we do, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We all, as you guys probably know, at the end of every video, we say we're going for 1K subs. And at 1K subs, we are going to be doing a live stream episode of the Rebirth Radio podcast. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you guys get this channel to 1K subs. As well as join the Discord down below if you guys want to chat with us and play Ashes with us. Make sure you guys do that as well. And also, ask any questions you guys think would like us to answer on the podcast. We have a few questions that come up every now and then from you guys in the comment section, but we would love to hear more questions from you guys because, for one, it helps us out with the podcast, and then also creates like this community of people asking questions and answering stuff. So yeah.
So, I mean, with that, also, let's try to hit a bare minimum of 100 likes. I feel like the ratings have been pretty good. We didn't quite hit 150 a few episodes ago, but let's try to hit a minimum of 100 likes.
That'd be great. Honestly,
that'd be great. Appreciate that.
We would really appreciate that. The big question, I feel like we're gonna start with a big one today.
Okay.
The biggest question of them all. It seems like public sentiment, or some people's sentiment in the community, has been that people are not happy with PvP currently. People are not happy.
Yeah. Whew. That's been other than the fresh start realms, PvP has been the next biggest talking point.
Definitely.
Because all the showcases, all of Steven's rhetoric leading up to Alpha 2 has been nothing but this will be a PvP heavy game.
Definitely.
Heavy.
There's definitely going that you're not gonna be able to have one without the other. PvP is gonna be intertwined with PvE. It's just the way of the land. But I feel like that I have a mixed take on this whole debacle. In my opinion, I feel like with PvP right now, Steven already said that corruption is scaled way out of tune right now because grown ass men can't act right. You niggas can't act right.
Can't properly test shit because but people are never gonna act right even when the game launches.
Right. But then at least there's gotta be the proper parameters, what's it called, the bounty hunter system and certain things like that to deter people from being idiots because there are gonna be even more psychotic people hunting you down.
Remember Asmongold?
Right. Asmongold couldn't even get out of the ruins of Ayla because people were fucking throwing tomatoes at him as he ran out of the tower. Come on. Right now it's not tuned right, especially the caravans. Caravans is kind of like a PvE freaking honeypot. The PvEers run the fucking caravans. They don't have any protection. You can be shot out the caravan without even killing the caravan and have to run back, and it's just not a fun experience for the people who are running caravans.
They're not supposed to be done solo. That's what the crates are for.
Definitely.
But they can't.
You still can be shot out of it though. You can still be shot out of it even with a bunch of people.
Yeah, sure. True. You can still be shot out of it, which is insanely stupid.
Right.
But it feels like we in this game test we either have the caravan situation where you are a fish in a barrel, you are at the whim of the world with no penalties for the attackers basically, or you have the crate situation where nobody can touch you or else they go corrupted and lose their gear and all that.
Right.
There's no middle ground.
Right.
I don't think it would be that hard to incorporate a middle ground either. If someone attacks your caravan, they get PvP flagged for 1 hour. You can't enter a town. You can't. It's definitely not oh, I see this caravan, let me hit it real quick.
Right.
No, it's I see this caravan, what am I doing for the next hour?
Definitely.
Give it some sort of waiting.
I feel like I don't mind caravans not being an opt-in PvP thing. I just feel like right now it's kind of with the node sieges. Imagine if owning a node, you didn't have adequate protection to protect your node. They weighted node sieges heavily on the defenders and less on the attackers because they know people are going to want to attack nodes, but if they make it so it's hard to defend a node, no one's going to want to be a part of one because why be a part of one when I'm just going to lose my shit most likely. Why defend when it's hard as fuck to defend them? Same thing with caravans. why the fuck run a caravan when it's so impossible to defend them and no one wants to defend them? There's no real point to
That
defend them.
unless it's a giant guild caravan,
Right.
which debatable if that should even be the norm.
Right.
There's like in that Zyback video today. This
Right.
is where that talking point came from. We watched a PvP video
Right.
from Zyback and said, we should probably like at least touch on this.
Right.
What was the verbiage he used? I don't know. I just completely blanked. What was I talking
You're
about?
good. You're good. You were talking about the Zyback video. I'm not sure exactly what you were referring to towards the Zyback video, but in his video, he was talking about how PvP is not in a good spot and how there's just not enough incentive to like do certain PvPs. And
that was it.
Yeah.
He said, show me the incentives and I'll show you the outcome, which is probably a quote from someone else.
Right.
But he said what that other person said, and it's true. Like, this game is literally hamstrung on incentives.
Right. Like he was talking about the trophy system, like the lawless trophies, and how they're really not used to buy them anymore. It used to be for commodities and specific lawless commodities you could buy with them, but now you don't really have a reason to buy them. I mean, for one, I have to say, like, lawless zones were meant to be like a very temporary thing because they were only there specifically until there was actually like
You're talking about like the Jundark?
Yeah, and the Jundark. Yeah, like the Jundark, the tropics. Before all those areas were like fleshed out and had points of interest and actually had nodes associated with them, that's when they would be lawless. I mean, Steven said that. Steven, I'm assuming we didn't even the areas that we actually have, which are the lawless zones now, the purple zones. Those didn't even seem like he kind of seemed like he just kind of threw those in. I'm not sure if they were going to be in initially or if he just kind of threw those in because
it looked like he just sort of threw them in.
Yeah.
To try to encourage maybe a little more PvP in this PvX game.
Right.
But they didn't work out though. They didn't work out that way.
They didn't.
They're just stomping grounds for high levels to destroy low levels.
Right.
Right. Once again, they didn't make the incentives good enough.
Right.
The XP and loot bonus you gained was so minimal that it wasn't worth the trouble of fighting off level 25s from these mega guilds to it wasn't worth it.
I feel like they just need to flesh out things that really made the PvX part of the game, like the caravans. That's the biggest selling point of like the PvX point. That's true PvX. Like the person who's running the caravan is doing the PvE. They might have to do some PvP if need be, if they get like caught up, but they're mostly a PvEer because they're trying to transit goods and make money from it. You feel me?
It's so hard to talk about it though, because I feel like for mega guilds, caravans are balanced right now.
I mean, they're balanced. I mean, I don't know if it's balanced because like we don't know exactly how critical like certain skills and certain things are gonna be because there's supposed to be skills and incentives you can get for being an attacker and a defender of a caravan. We have a husk of a system right now. Like the only skills we know that they've tested out that may not even make it into the final thing, for caravans is there was one that made caravans can heal over time. Remember that? There was like a heal over time the caravans could use every now and then, and there was one where it could like blast freaking people away. It was like a caravan ultrasonic blast. Like what other shit are they planning for caravans or for attackers?
I don't know, but I hope there's something.
Right. I think they really need to add like a true incentive for random people to protect caravans, to make just random people throughout the world participate in caravans.
Man, I agree with you, but I wish that I didn't, because like I feel like that could also be manipulated pretty easily. Like
choose a side. Do I want to level up my defending? Do I want to be known as a defender of caravans, or like you get me? Like that's what they're trying to do. Like at some point you're gonna get points and like levels for defending and protect or killing caravans. You're probably gonna have like a high score for it. You know how many caravans I defend, how many did I kill?
Yeah.
You know. Who's killed the most caravans on the server? Who's defended the most caravans on the server?
And also, if you're gonna do a caravan and you don't have like defenders, just go to that leaderboards and start DMing the top few people.
Exactly.
see what their rates are. You can make a name for yourself. That's what this is all about.
Exactly. And I feel like we're not at that point. I feel like, and I'm not trying to throw any shade at you, Zyvex. I know you watch these videos intently, probably, but I'm not throwing any shade at you. It's all love. But I feel like I get what you're saying. There are a lot of the core systems already in the game. You can kind of see where the game is going and stuff like that. Yeah, the systems are there, but they're not fleshed out, and they don't have all of the bells and whistles that make those systems incentivize. Similar to the
Mm-hmm.
caravan system, similar to like the what's called what's the other system,
Crates?
the crate
Or
system, but also the religious
what are you talking about?
system,
Oh,
and
the
also
religion system is so
yeah,
exciting.
because I know that's gonna be similar to like a crate thing where you bring crates to like specific shrines and stuff. And then also we
Yeah.
don't have military nodes. We don't know what the military what superpower is gonna be. We don't know what you get for that. There's just a
Right,
lot of
everything's an
stuff that
economic node right now,
that,
and we
that
don't even really have the superpower for that yet.
right, and we
It's a,
don't know where everything's going or how
right.
it's. We know what we know currently, and what we know currently doesn't look the best.
Right.
I agree with that.
And,
You know,
uncertainty can be very intimidating and
it
frustrating.
extremely
We
intimidating and
we know.
frustrating.
Believe me, we know.
Right. So,
Um, so do you going back to those rotating PvP lawless zones,
mhm.
those were never a part
Of
of the game,
the,
like originally a part of the plan, right?
I
I don't
mean,
remember ever hearing in a showcase about that.
I don't think they were on the roadmap, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe someone
I
could
don't
jog
think
my
they
memory.
were.
I'm not sure. I might be talking out of my ass, but I don't think they were on the initial roadmap.
The Alpha 2
Everything,
roadmap?
the Alpha 2 roadmap, I don't think it was. I honestly don't think that. I think it was something that Steven people were asking for, and
Yeah.
Steven heard the cries of all the PvPers, and whatever the cries of all the PvPers wanted, if it didn't work out the way it was intended.
Yeah.
I will say, albeit the you don't get like too big of a boost of XP or like stuff in that area, but I think if there's a thin line between it being broken and like abused by like any gold farmers or
Yeah.
gold
For
sellers.
sure.
Like imagine if like gold sellers or gold farmers are so fucking
No,
busted
it's gross.
in that freaking area and they're just whooping everyone's butt. Like Gas
I
Golder's
don't
in
think
there whooping.
I don't think gold sellers could ever. I don't think they could
I
ever
mean,
take over the.
Gas Golder
Well,
was
here's the
using
thing.
freaking good gear. You remember?
Yeah, yeah, no, he was. He stepped his game up for sure. Um, but here's the thing: with the lawless zones, a good way to balance it would be to have the mobs in there,
Uh-huh.
not a higher drop rate for gear,
Mhm.
a higher drop rate for materials such as glint,
Mhm.
stuff that you drop when you die,
Mhm.
to bring the incentive in for PvPers. Because if you're only there for a really high gear drop rate, you keep that shit on death regardless.
Right.
So
I agree.
that'd be a good way to sort of
They could
mildly balance it.
they could definitely make it so like you lose anything that you get in that area.
Hmm.
Anything.
Oh yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
They can
I
make
like
it
that.
so like anything you get, even if it's like an item, um, Mary better make sure you wear it because if you don't wear it,
Hmm.
it's
You drop your whole
subject to
items
losing.
tab.
Yeah,
Drop your whole materials
maybe
tab.
maybe they could make it that. I bet you people would definitely be cautious what
It
they
would,
bring into
yeah.
it.
That's a good idea. That would spark up a lot of like world interest. People would
Right.
be running there like from all corners of Vera.
And maybe those areas in that specific time they have specific items they only drop in that area that yield very good drops for it.
Mm,
Like, you know what I mean? Kind of like
true.
what Jagex did with like the emblem system and with like the EP system and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like you know, you get an ancient what's it called statuette,
Mm.
and that shit was worth
Oh,
like
I feel
10
like
mil.
that would be so hard to program, but that would be really, really cool if they
Right,
could. If they're like, you don't unlock this specific drop until you've been in the zone for 15 minutes,
right,
and then you don't hit. You don't even have a chance to get this drop until you've been in for 30 minutes.
right,
Like that would be so. No running, no dying. You got to stay in the zone. You better go hide in a building somewhere
right,
until you hit that timer.
right.
That would be, yeah. That's awesome.
Or like
I
maybe
love that.
maybe the mobs in that area get progressively stronger or some stuff, and like the longer
Yeah.
that you're in it, they progressively maybe for like the last 5 minutes of the zone, the mobs drop like well a lot more consistently or some stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like maybe the last 10 minutes.
the last 5 minutes is like happy hour,
Right, right,
like a power hour or whatever.
right. Like it doesn't
Yeah,
have to
that'd be
be.
very cool.
That would kind of make sure that people's gear actually people don't bring out too much gear into the game, but there's still a lot of gear being brought in from that area. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right. I think that would be very
Because if that last 5 minutes was really good, the guilds would probably head there 30 minutes early and they'd
right.
secure their spot.
Right. But then
Yeah.
you would have other guilds trying to get there probably to also do that. But then like if someone does get a good drop, then they have a chance of losing it if they don't wear it.
Hmm.
If they or maybe they can't wear it. Maybe they got like maybe they're up or maybe they probably could wear it. But
Yeah.
but then they would have a chance maybe to lose the item that they have that they were using to fight stuff. There's just certain
Yeah.
there's a
Well,
way
I mean,
to incentivize it.
this really turned into a PvP zone talking point, but just
Absolutely.
we always say with these talking points, these aren't obviously this isn't representative of how the game's going to be.
Definitely not.
It's an
Definitely.
alpha.
It's alpha.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Right. A lot of
But
unfinished systems.
if you're unhappy with the PvP in phase 3, it's perfectly valid. If you go out into the lawless zones, like not the rotating ones, but like you go to the tropics, those POIs are dead now that we have crafting. No one's going to hunt the Tide Warden's compass. Nobody.
Right. No one is. No one is.
You
It's
go
bad.
to whatever other POIs are out there. None of them are very good, by the way.
Mhm.
Like they're actually I liked the brig.
Right. The brig
That
was
prison,
interesting. Yeah.
that was the brig was pretty cool. There's like 4 named bosses in there, but
Mhm.
none of the drops were that good from them.
Not
They
at
were
all.
extremely rare, which isn't necessarily a problem, but they're not that good. Once
Right.
again, an incentive mismatch.
Right.
Um,
We have to
and you don't
understand
find people
also.
out there.
We have to understand that they don't. All these areas don't have any equivalents to Stillbloom or Carfin. None of them
Yep, they
have it
never
yet.
do.
None of them have it yet.
True.
They're still missing like a Carfin, a Stillbloom, or a equivalent to the Forge out in those areas. So,
hmm
and that's where you get a bulk of your gear. Where else do you get your gear in the Riverlands?
Good question. Nowhere.
Exactly.
I mean, ROS you used to from ROS, but
Yeah, but now it's
I don't know. You don't see much ROS gear going around anymore.
right. So it's like keep that in mind. I mean, you don't really see Carfin or that gear going around any. I mean, you see like ancient
I
dungeon
see more
bows and stuff,
Carfin. Yeah. You still see a few.
but you don't see the gear like the actual gear dropping anymore because that's just not the way it
Hmm.
goes. But
I will say I had this written down that I wanted to mention.
all right.
This isn't gonna come out on my channel for a while. I don't even know what episode it was in, but man, I had the coolest, most memorable PvP encounter in this alpha. Like of any game that I've played, I think this was the most like awesome PvP encounter I had. I was swimming across the Gulf south of the Divine Alien Gate to go down to the Jundark. And I bumped into someone on the bottom of the ocean floor doing a crate run. And he was coming down from Kalatorum.
Right.
And we did some underwater squabbling. I was like, I may as well try to participate in this PvX game.
Right.
So I started attacking him. He started attacking me back, but he was underwater with a crate, so he was real slow and he was too panicked to drop it. And then I started shooting his mount, and he started shooting my mount, and I was like, "Fuck, we need these to breathe," because we're like at the very bottom of the floor or the ocean, and we didn't have enough oxygen to swim up to breathe, and it was gonna get real weird. So then we both went back to our mounts to breathe, and sort of like, and then we got back up. No, he started swimming, and then I got off on my fighter, and I charged him and did a forward slash, and I killed his mount. And then so at that point, he pretty much gave up. He was still swimming away, but I was picking him off. And then when I finally killed him, he was a great sport. He said he was a viewer, and he's like, "I love your content, but I don't want to be the content. Can I?" He said, "If I come back, can I have the crate, please? Like I've been swimming for the last 3 hours from Kalatorum." And I was like, with love and respect, no.
Damn.
You're going in the video. Sorry, I can't give it back to everybody.
Get
Not that
rinsed.
everybody asked, but you got to be fair and
Get
stern.
rinsed. You have to understand, guys. If we gave all the stuff back to everyone who said they loved our content, not to toot our own horn, we'd be some broke boys.
Right.
Because that's the easy thing to say. Like, if you play a PvP game, it happens that way. It's like, You know, that's just the law of the land. Like
Yeah, it
if you catch
is.
us slipping, you catch us slipping too. We're not gonna be like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, we're Falco and Yami, give us our shit back. We're gonna be like, good shit. We if we catch you out there, we're gonna whoop your ass though.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the way it
Fair's
goes.
fair. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of sauce to the PvP in this game.
Right,
Like I said, that whole underwater combat felt seamless. It felt enjoyable. It felt fresh,
right.
new. Like it was great. It was honestly a great experience. So it's not all bad. Like sometimes you may have to spend your whole night looking for an encounter, but if you're intentional and you have that encounter, it can be a lot of fun.
I agree. I agree. I mean,
So,
it's this game definitely has a lot of sauce. It's definitely unpolished and it's unrefined, and it has the PvP systems are not. That was my biggest gripe, actually. Hold up, since we're going back to the
what?
PvP. PvP is not the center focus of this test, especially this current one.
Oh yeah, you were talking about this privately.
It
Yeah.
is the crafting, gathering, and processing. That was the biggest update that they made to this.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning of phase 3. That is what they wanted us to test. They didn't care about. They don't care about PvP right now. That's just the.
It's true.
That's just the way
I
of the
mean,
land. Like the thing is with this PvP games that have never survived off of just being had strictly good PvP, but they've always survived off of having extremely good PvE, and that's just the way it is. PvE, it's a symbiotic relationship between PvEers and PvPers. You definitely need PvEers, but you don't. I'll say at least, and maybe people may disagree with this hot take, but you don't really need that many PvPers. Like
you don't.
like RuneScape survived without its
Um,
PvP scene,
it did. Yeah, it flourished
and
even.
it flourished.
Of course, it's always there, but it's a fraction, a very, very small fraction of the PVE scene.
Right, and I'm not. That's
And
not calling us Care Bears. We love PvP.
yeah,
Like it's gonna get tuned and it's gonna be fun, etc. But like you have to get the PvEers and those people invested, because once
and,
they leave, the game's dead.
and not just that. You said it earlier. They're about to go into marketing,
Right,
and you bet your bottom dollar 90% of those people that find the ads are interested in the PVE aspect of this game.
100%.
You like if you're about to go into marketing, you do not want to focus on PvP before that. You
Mm-mm.
don't want that to be the first impression players get, is being stomped by people who are very experienced in the alpha and know how gearing works and know how to craft shit and
Mm-hmm.
know where things spawn and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. You don't want that immediate clash. You want to try to incentivize a Care Bear environment for a little bit with
Right.
PvE, and
And
hopefully they stick around.
let them figure out the PvP and understand, and let them get invested. Because like people who aren't invested, do you really want to kick people in the ass who aren't invested yet?
Yeah,
Like
you don't.
what people when people think of MMOs, they think of PvE first before PvP. Maybe that's just what I think. Maybe it's a bad take.
No, I do
Call
too.
me a fucking idiot.
I don't know a single
Call me,
person. You think PvP? I think like Warzone
right.
or some.
I think of Marvel Rivals, Warzone. I
Marvel
think
Rivals. Yeah,
call Counter Strike. I think call it. I think of that. I think of killing raid bosses with my friends when I think of MMOs. I'm not
yeah,
saying there's no place for
exactly.
PvP, because there's
Doing
obviously,
epic shit
you
out in the
know,
world.
exactly.
That is an open world MMO.
Right, right,
The PvP, it just sort of finds its way in there,
right,
hopefully organically,
right.
but that can be hard
It
sometimes.
could be definitely, and I'm not trying to yuck anyone's yum, because I love both. I love PvP. I love PvE, but I understand that for you to attract, and for this game not to be as niche as people expect it to be, the PvE has to be pretty palatable to people, and then people will enjoy the PvP from that. I mean, that's how it's going with RuneScape right now, and I know I bring this back because that's probably one of the most popular MMOs out right now that people are playing. People may not
It
agree.
is. Sorry, guys.
Fight me in the
Sorry.
comment section if you want.
Sorry.
Fight
20 years after
fight
launch,
me.
they're hitting new high player counts.
Yes.
How does
Yeah.
that make any sense?
Yeah, and guess who they're taking? All you World of Warcraft Andes. They're taking us in. And guess what? RuneScape ain't no Care Bear fucking PvE
Hell
MMO.
no.
You go into the world, you're
Hell
getting
no.
everything taken from you. Everything you have on you is being taken. It's not no Care Bear fucking MMO, and it's an
It's
MMO.
not Care Bear in any sense of the word. You want to do the PvP? you're gonna have the best of the best at every level bracket killing you. You want to go
Right.
do some PvE? Yeah, there's some Care Bear stuff, but if you want to do anything like respectable,
Right.
you're gonna have to hone your skills for like months, if not years, to
Yeah.
accomplish that shit.
Exactly.
It's terrible.
Exactly. And guess
But
what? People are
people
coming
love to
to it.
suck.
But people are coming to it, and people are getting just as invested as us people who've been playing RuneScape for over 25 years.
Yeah, it's attracting new players.
It's very hard. Steven knows probably best how hard it is for these old MMOs to attract new players.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, maybe it might. Obviously, Ashes and RuneScape are two totally different MMOs.
There.
Like it's like visually, aesthetically, gameplay wise, but there's certain things that they can learn from. Bad that RuneScape's doing and good, you know. Like that's why you can always take a what's it called, a chapter from it. And yeah, I don't know. PvP, the whole crux of that is PvP is going to get fixed at some point, but that's not the main.
It's not the focus.
That's not the focus.
It's not fair. It's not fair to hold it to this criticism right now. If you're only here for the PvP, cool. Take a break, like Steven says.
Yeah.
Take a break, but don't forget to come back and occasionally check it out and voice your updated opinion.
I agree.
Does it still need work? Because if all the PvPers leave, it's not going to get the attention it needs. So it is important to periodically return.
It definitely is.
Taking a break is probably the best path for you.
Right.
And I understand. It's completely valid.
And this is no shot at this is no shot at Zyvac.
No shot at Zyvac.
This is no shot at Zyvac.
I mean, they were valid points.
They were valid
points.
Focused
right now.
Exactly. You are 100% valid in your concerns.
You're ahead of your time.
Yeah, you're valid in your concerns for PvP. It definitely needs work. It's not in the best shape. I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say it. I was about to social cues. I was about to be like, dang, good. That sounds like me actually via like Twitch their own.
Oh, that was social cues. That's crazy.
Twitch their own.
But it was.
Twitch their own.
No matter what people try to say.
You're right. I'm not.
I mean, I actually spoke a good amount on PvP there. It wasn't intentional,
you're right.
but
you're right.
You know,
it was worthwhile because it's a big part. It's a big part.
It's a huge part.
I never think
Steven said he wants it to be a huge part.
Definitely. I don't think it's gonna be 50-50. But yeah, let's end out with that. What do you think?
Like 2080.
2080?
I think it's gonna be 2080.
Interesting.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
I think it's gonna be like 25-75.
25, yeah, somewhere in that neighborhood for sure.
Yeah.
Right now, what would you say it is?
It might be 30-70. I wouldn't be surprised.
I could see up to an upper bound around 35-65.
Yeah.
What do you think it is right now?
I think it's 10%, 90.
10%. I think it's like 397.
Yeah, it's not. It's not high. It's not high at all.
Not high.
But
no,
like we said, stuff is not tuned to the liking that it's supposed to be because everything is not in place to make it so it works symbiotically.
Right.
But
and speaking of things not working properly or symbiotically, hopefully a quick talking point, but man, I at least got to speak my piece on the world boss situation and like how much of a letdown it's been from the showcases.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not just the obvious one that pops to everyone's mind is Tumok, right? He's supposed to be this big Cyclops that wanders the Riverlands, and you bump into him and call your whole guild.
That man doesn't wander nothing. He wanders 2 feet.
He doesn't have a chance to wander because every time the realm resets and he spawns, we got all the mega guilds there, just instantly killing him. He doesn't even have a chance to wander. You kill him on server reset every night, and that's it. I used to play a good friend of mine, Nugiza. He's over in England, I think. And we would be doing a farm, and he's like, "Oh, boys, I've got to dip out here in a second. It's about to be server reset." And I'm like, "Yeah, we're going to just get back to farming." He's like, No, EBC, we're going to go contest Tumok or whatever. And I'm like, so that's the only time you can kill it at server reset? That's so unorganic.
It's
that's something that
No.
has been a big letdown for me personally.
I agree. I agree,
but Alpha 2 in general.
Because Tumok was supposed to be this thing that people, bump into and they kill, and it's, not. It doesn't feel so contrived.
Pinata.
It's not contrived. You feel me?
Right, contrived. Yeah, there you go.
But it's contrived now.
And not, like I said, not just Tumok. Firebrand, is a little better. I'm not exactly sure the mechanics behind that. If it's farmed on reset, I wouldn't know.
It's
I
farmed
don't
on
see
reset.
people trying.
I mean, it's
Is
farmed on
it?
reset, but not right now because it's bugged. So they took it away.
Oh, that explains it because I haven't seen him around for a while.
Yeah, he was bugged, so
But
yeah. Mhm.
even when he wasn't bugged, right?
Mhm.
You've got the cinder song bow or
Mhm.
whatever he drops,
Mhm.
and the blade binder is Montante or whatever that sword's called. Mon-
I'm sorry.
is it what is it? Montant? What is it? I don't know how to pronounce it.
I have no clue, but that just doesn't sound right.
That sounds about right. I think it's Montante. No, it doesn't actually. When I said it the second time, I took it back. Damn, I've been saying a lot of shit and taking it back lately.
Oh god,
Um,
relax. Relax.
Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, the stats. The waterfalls on those firebrand weapons. You know, they're fucking worse than things I can craft right now.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Like, I know crafters are supposed to make the best shit, but there's got to be some sort of discrepancy between like level 26 crafts, which is the Glory Bound, the Pyre brand, which is separate from Firebrand, believe it or not, and the Night Reaver and all that. Those weapons beat the brakes off the Firebrand weapons, which are supposed to be super rare. You know, you have a whole guild killing it, only one drops. You got to roll it in the whole motherfucking guild.
Yeah.
I feel like it should have better waterfalls, even in heroic, than something that's crafted at level 26, which is a journeyman master tier weaponsmithing station. I don't think that's right.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate, right?
Okay, let's hear it.
Hear
Let's
me
hear
out.
it.
Hear me out. What if those world bosses are probably the only bosses that can drop what's it called? Mythic items
You mean artifacts?
or artifacts? Yeah, or artifact items. Like, but they're not in the
then
game yet. But I'm just saying,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
what
they're
if,
not in the
what
game
if,
yet,
what
and
if
they
like
probably wouldn't drop at level. Well, probably Sclerisha would drop one at level 50. I'm assuming.
I mean, she's not gonna be 50. She's probably gonna be like 35 or something like that. She's not
Well,
gonna
I
be.
mean, sure, no, I don't
Yeah.
have a problem with that. That's
Yeah.
completely
What
fine.
if that? But like,
Uh,
but they always did say that crafters do make the best shit, so it can't be too
yeah.
good.
Hold on. Ashes Codex. I gotta just verify something before I talk shit. Okay, so
You're good.
it's actually not that hard to make. I'm looking at the recipe for the Cinder Song bow.
Mhm.
It takes 173 dried ash boards, which is actually it's not ×4. It's a little more than ×4 because I just made 4 epic Weeping Willow boards because I'm preparing to craft a book here shortly. If there's no fresh start, if there's a fresh start, fuck it, I'm out. But it took way more than 16 willow because it's okay. Let me just do the math real quick. 1 for the timber, 1 plus 2 for the board, and then that board plus I think 3 more. So what's that? 6 total?
Yeah.
Is it a 6 to 1?
I think it's.
I didn't know it needed 3 additional like raw wood to turn it from a board into a dried board. And that was my first time doing that because I just leveled up my lumber milling since population's dying and I got to do things for myself. But so if it's a 6 to 1, 178 3, I can't really tell. That many dried ash boards, you're looking at pretty much 1,000 ash of high tier. You also need 25 regular Weeping Willow boards, which is not the worst. That's a 75 willow. Actually, that's pretty bad when I say it out loud. If you're trying to make something above heroic, that's pretty okay. That's actually awful. I take it back. 1 gloom prepared yardage, which is not the worst. It's just 1 and 69. Here they go again. It's the same Joker making all the recipes. 69.
Whoever is making these, oil. You freaking gooner. I hope you watch.
You're a
this.
gooner, and it's not even funny. It's just pissing people off.
You're a gooner, and
like,
not even a funny gooner. You're a gooner that is breaking people's banks.
Really? So yeah, and also what's the craft fee? Let me go to the crafting calculator. Crafting fee 18 gold on top of all of that.
That can't be real.
Like it can't. It is.
That can't be real.
I mean, you do the firebrand scales and all that on top of it. But in heroic, you're looking at about 3,900 fizz power, which is literally an epic pyrebrand bow. And you don't have to do. And it's so fucking easy to make a pyrebrand bow compared to all this. This is terrible.
I mean, it's one of those weapons that you like I feel like it's a trophy weapon and not a weapon that you really get for it being legendary. You feel me?
I could see that, but I mean the waterfalls on it suck. We got max mana, health regen. There's crit power on there twice actually, which is quite nice. But
Right.
it's just it's definitely, even if you get so lucky as to get the recipe from Firebrand, it's not something that like that you would gawk over, you know.
Thing is,
Actually,
I try to keep it a being. It's like level. I don't think we're gonna get to the really cool gear until level 50 gear comes into the game. This is still level 25 gear. This is an entry level world boss.
sure. Yeah,
It's an
I know.
entry level world boss. Like,
It's a really cool entry level one too.
I get the sentiment around them being like, it doesn't seem very dynamic when they just spawn, kill it on site. I that definitely needs to be addressed in some form where maybe uh if he's taking too much damage too quickly, or maybe I don't know, some type of mechanic where he runs away or some shit and you have to
Sure.
find him, and it's like this cat and mouse game of like
Yeah,
you
that would
trying to
be
find like
awesome.
world bosses or something like
If he
that.
just like if he just shoots up in the sky and starts
Right.
like flying away super fast, and then
Right.
all the mayors have to get on their flying mounts and try to go chase him down and see where you know,
Exactly. Or like he slams the
like
ground with his freaking little stump and he like stuns everyone around like in
yeah,
a certain distance, and then like
and then
is
takes
just
off.
takes off like some type on some
And
monster hunter type shit. You feel me?
it could be even pre-planned routes, but at least make the routes go through a lawless zone so
Right.
that the guilds that are farming it can kill each other on the way there.
Definitely.
Like there's ways to make it an engageable encounter. Like
Right. We definitely need something more like
mhm,
dynamic in a sense, not something that's like, whoop, they got the first hit, so
yeah.
you know, sorry,
Yeah,
don't have
yeah.
enough damage.
It's a big hill to overcome when someone gets the first hit. And I
Yeah.
like it, but I also don't like it. I'm torn how I feel about
It's
it.
like if these people want PvP, give them PvP. Make them
Hmm.
fight each other over these world bosses. Like, and make them actually have to fucking get down and dirty with it.
Yeah,
Um,
it's true.
you feel me? I bet you they would like you for it if you made freaking 2 mark path through a fucking lawless zone. And you have to like kill him in it, and then
And
oh,
it could be, I'm open to either. It could be if you have enough DPS you can skip that pathing phase, but that would just encourage like bigger zergs.
right,
But it also could be once he hits 50%, he automatically does that, so you can't avoid that PvP conflict.
right.
I think that'd be cool.
I think that would be definitely interesting. But yeah, I don't
Yeah, that
know.
was actually a little longer talking points than I thought.
It was. It was
Got a little
beautiful.
carried
It
away on
was very
Firebrand there.
eloquent.
Sure.
And fix
Yeah.
Firebrand, motherfuckers. Last time I
Yeah.
heard, like there was a freaking test, and I
Oh
hope
yeah.
they got all the information. I tried the
They better have got all
RS,
the information.
I
You didn't
tried
even get into it.
I tried the RSVP, and they said we have enough people, and they said we got the Fed, we got. I'll tell you actually, sorry I can't because I have us being shown, but it was like the Fed and like 2 other freaking
Yeah.
guilds.
Just some big guilds. Nothing new.
But nothing new. I was like, damn. And then they had like a few other people, I guess, because maybe they couldn't fill it out with all the guilds. But I was like, dang. They must not feel like they're getting enough information from the like regular people, so they're
Hmm.
just letting guilds in. I hope that's the reason. They feel like they're getting more information and
I mean,
stuff.
I could definitely see if your tag was attached, your guild tag was attached to it, you'd probably put a little bit more effort into making sure it's helpful.
Right.
There's like once again incentives, like we've been talking about for the whole episode.
You're right. Right.
But yeah, Firebrand, I haven't seen him for a while, and I didn't even notice until you just told me he was bugged.
They
That's
took him
probably the
out. They
reason.
took him out with the what's it called, the Tower of Carfin. You remember? Because I guess
With the event.
there was a way
Yeah,
to
I
like
do.
to I guess I don't know if it was Polar. I don't know who it was. I'm not gonna say any. I'm not gonna just call someone out because I don't know. But I guess there was people glitching Firebrand and being able to kill him without him like fighting back properly.
Got it.
Maybe it's because he was
Can you hear
flying
my
through
cat
trees.
meowing, by the way?
Nah, I can't. You're good.
Okay, that's
You're
all that
good.
matters. Because he's been yelping at the door, and I'm not trying to.
He said,
I can't tend to him right now. But moving on from that,
Mhm.
we can bring it back down to the level of the layman.
The what?
Because this goes pretty well actually with what we were talking about in the last episode
Mhm.
when we went back up to the anvils and we
Mhm.
explored.
Mhm.
And we're like, yeah, the zone looks great. there's actually a decent amount of POIs out there.
Mm-hmm.
But why is it that all of the POIs only have level 1 or 1-star and 2-star mobs? You don't see any 3-stars up there really.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes the XP for those POIs like really, really bad
Mm-hmm.
and not an appealing place to start,
Mm-hmm.
which is something we said we hope they address before a fresh start happens.
Mm-hmm. They are
And
missing 2
really,
points of interest, remember? So those could have the 3 stars.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
true. They could, but regardless, I think this point is still valid that they should rescale XP from 1 and 2-star mobs to make them more viable for training, and they should make 3-star mobs something a little more special than what they currently are. I
definitely maybe more for drops. I would like it if they were like a more of a thing you farm after you've got your levels and you're trying to maybe like farm farm for gear. Like you're like, oh, I killed them because they give me a higher chance of gear.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind that.
yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I mean, I think it's
That would make their
necessary for
little farms out there. You know those little fucking huts that they were having us test during the
Oh
PTR?
yeah, those were 1-stars, weren't
They
they?
were like 1-stars, and I'm like, no one cares to farm 1-stars
Yeah.
though, guys.
Because we had a little private testing group with, man, I remember that, with Planendorf and a couple other gamers, and we were going, seeing how long it would take us to clear each camp, and they were like 1-star juniors at each camp,
Right?
And we were trying to be like, is this viable for XP? No, it's very high effort and very low XP, but I wasn't really sure at the time.
Right.
But it's because they're 1-stars. You can just go to Steel Bloom and melt 3-stars in mass. It's definitely, the XP is primarily tied to the star of the mob.
Right.
Like that's
the star and the
biggest
HP.
thing.
The star and the HP.
Well, the star and the HP, yeah.
But those go up like synonymously.
They go up together.
Yeah. But I agree. I like. It's like I like the idea of the camps, but lowering it, making it so people level at 1s and 2-stars more like likely is better. Like I'm not saying it's not possible level at 1 and 2-stars. Like we've shown it in some of our videos where we go to the desert and we pull every fucking scorpion in the fucking field and every freaking crystal golem that's 1 and 2-stars, and we do it. But it just feels suboptimal. Like even more suboptimal than you would like. Like they could knock it up just a little more.
Right. For all that effort, it still feels a little lackluster.
Yeah, just a little.
They could they could squeeze out more juice out of 1 and 2-stars, because you only got 5 stars to work with here, people.
You got to
make each star tier be valuable for something. What's a 1-star good for right now? What's a 2-star good for? Nothing. Nothing. You can't even drop. Well, I guess you have to be 3-star or higher to drop blue gear, right? A 2-star can only drop green.
Yeah.
And lower.
Yeah. I mean, the drop rate's so low that it doesn't really fucking matter.
The drop rate doesn't matter exactly. It's a moot point.
Right.
A 1-star should be, okay, this is a good balance of XP and low defenses. A 2-star, okay, we're getting into maybe a couple of gear drops. If the POI is chill enough, it's going to be worth our time.
Right.
3-stars, they should be rare. They shouldn't be every fire starter in the world. The skeletons I bump into on the hillside outside of Winstead are level like 21 3-stars. And I'm like, 3-star just doesn't mean anything. It bothers me when I'm out there exploring.
Yeah.
You only got 5 stars. You're going to need to make... Firebrand doesn't even need to be a 5-star. Make him a 4-star.
I agree.
Like a 5-star should be a true...
I mean, I think
King of the Kings.
Is he a 5-star? I thought.
Oh, he's definitely... him and Tumok are 5.
Yeah, they're definitely 5-stars. Yeah, like Bellow Smasher and what's it called? The dude in there.
Bellow Smasher's a 4.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
and there's not that many 4s.
Yeah. Who knows? There might be a 6-star at some point. We don't know that.
There's probably not gonna be if they scale this 5-star system will go for decades if they scale it properly. You don't need a 6-star.
Who knows?
Unless it's like some low-key Ashes private server or something.
Ooh.
That'd be fun. Put like 12-star mobs.
Damn, that would be interesting. I think we're a long ways away from private servers for Ashes, honestly.
Shit, the current alpha feels like a private server. What do we need a private server for?
You think so?
Yeah, like man, I don't know.
I feel like the PTR feels more like a private server, but like the regular server feels definitely more so like gamey. People want it to feel like more like a private server. Don't get me started on that, but like,
man, I heard some takes saying that in the live servers they should give you level 25 scrolls. So you could just get to 25 and then work on your artisanship or whatever, and just skip the mob grinding.
Then go to the PTR.
Go to the PTR. That's such a terrible idea. Do not bring
Right.
that to the live
Don't do
game.
that.
It's a slippery slope at that point. Well, we already skipped a 25 adventuring level. Why can't I just get 25 weaponsmithing scrolls?
Exactly. Why do that?
It's a slippery slope. Why even open it?
It's like the live test is supposed to be a live test. Like it's meant to see what the sentiment of the progression of it. Not you feel me? We already
Yeah,
have an environment where you can just get whatever the fuck you want, at the snap of a
yeah,
finger. We don't need
right.
two of them. That sounds redundant to me.
It sounds like bad testing.
But to each is
You
their
need
own, right?
to each is their own, of course. However, you
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
will get severely less bug reports if you're just skipping the levels, skipping all the POIs, and just going straight to 25.
You definitely will.
Because I mean, the argument I heard for that was, well, I already did all these POIs so many times. Okay, they've updated the game. Go back and make sure it still works.
Right. Go to another point of interest.
Go to a different one. How about that? Go go up to the anvils. There's so many.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's definitely a funny
Hmm.
little situation.
It is a funny. He does a little trolling.
Yeah, he's definitely trolling. He's teasing the noobs. That's what I call it. I don't know. God, if
So
I, if I
we,
get
we were
another
talking
fucking
about how the
opinion, I
live
swear to
game
God,
feels and all that.
if I get another opinion in this fucking clip,
Uh,
guess
is it
what?
is it the
We
is it the chat we were just in?
the on the background footage is us
Oh,
in what's it called, the freaking Fallen Forge, and we just got another
mhm.
pinion bone. And I'm like, bro, you know how many pinion bones we got? We
A
didn't get
lot.
one pinion pin.
It turned into a meme every time we killed Crucio. We would go, "Oh no way, another pinion pen or another
Pinion
perfect
bone.
pinion."
Yeah. It's
It turned
like
into a fucking meme. It's like, the-
that's the only thing we didn't get there.
right? No recipe and no wand. We got everything else though in that loop.
Right.
Disappointing.
Oy vey. We even got the freaking pickaxe.
So, oh, we did, true, and the bag recipe as well.
Right.
So, what's your try to keep it pushing? What's your opinion on the talk going around about a mega server?
Like every server put together, you're saying, right?
Yeah, every server put together.
I think that you're just going to alienate your European society, even though their server's basically dead already. Theirs died before us, but they would have
Right.
all just died some like synonymously together. It would just all died. I mean, that's what happened in 2.5. They had one server, they tested that out, and it didn't really help. Everything just died. Like the server was still dead.
Mhm.
Because for one, those people only log on at one specific time anyway.
Yeah.
European people mostly log on when like American people are going to sleep, so you can't even tell the difference.
And it's so funny too. Like we always hear that argument that it's gonna alienate the Europeans. They literally get on when the realm resets. So as soon as they wake up, they can go kill Tumok. It's
Right,
like it's perfect for you guys.
right. But they don't like being on that server because all of the like wars start in American time. So
Yeah,
they
yeah,
want a
yeah.
server where it starts on their time,
Right.
which makes sense. So I'm like, I get what they want, why they want it, but I'm like, I don't think the mega server helps regardless because one person, one demographic doesn't see the other one. You guys are basically
Hmm.
rotating on the same server, you know? Like we
Hmm.
have homies in New England, like New Giza and Pump Nugget and all the homies, and they get on when we're about to get off. They're like, dang. We're like, oh, we're tired as a motherfucker.
Right.
They're like, oh,
Right.
I'm
We're like
peachy
dozing
keen.
off in our chair. They're like, I just had my cuppa, and I'm
Right.
like, good for you.
Right. So
I'm
I'm
about to go
like,
sleep in a cuppa.
right. And they're like, what? I'm not just going to work.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know. I just think that, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just think, I don't, my
You
opinion,
don't sleep. No.
no.
In other words,
I don't think we should
you
do
don't
it
want it.
because I just think you're gonna get less people testing. You're just gonna piss off your European demographic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so keep it the same.
Oh man, I was originally for it too,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm willing to listen to a good argument.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea of a mega server though,
Mm-hmm.
and I also I like that because it also gives them a little bit more commitment to
Mm-hmm.
where if that realm goes wrong, they got to fix it. They can't just restart They can't just do a fresh start.
Hmm.
They need the experience of fixing a broken realm. It's such an important skill to master. I talked about this last episode.
I agree.
It's an
It
art.
it's definitely will help them in the grand scheme of things. Let them like understand what it takes to keep a fan base happy. Right now, they're seeing that it takes a lot,
Mm-hmm.
even because I mean, even at a point when this game isn't even close to being finished, there's a lot to be done, a lot to be said, a lot to be learned. But I think that over time, this company and the developers and the people putting out all this stuff, they'll adjust. They'll have to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for the game to be successful, the developers have to adjust to being like happy with the game, how the game's going forward, and not be willing to reset, and also being happy talking to content creators, community, all that. They're gonna have that's the best community. That's the best freaking developers. Ooh, a mining
Yes,
bag.
sir.
Ooh, a mining bag. I mean, I didn't get the mining bag. I rolled a 2.
Damn. I'm surprised. I'm
I
surprised.
rolled a fucking 2.
Honestly.
Foo, foo, foo.
All right,
Oh, I
so
was
just
rolling.
last one here to wrap things up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a prediction in mind for what the next big update to the game is going to be after
Hell
the
yeah.
Harbinger update? You
Hell
do?
yeah.
Really? You thought about this?
Oh yeah. I think that the next update is going to be hunting and animal husbandry probably. And that's going to
Okay,
be
I can see
part of
that.
the update with we may get our and a revamp to all of the skills. Like because they recently, I mean not recently, like a month or so ago, they put the 4 different bars for your bar. They segmented out the bar, so I'm assuming they did that in preparation for them giving us more skill points per level and giving us a more intricate skill tree and maybe even some new skills for all the
Mhm.
archetypes. So I think we're gonna get like an increase in like making the skills better and feel more dynamic and feel like that your choices actually really matter. Because right now, you basically take every fucking skill in the skill bar. That there's no choices that really fucking matter. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So they're probably gonna do that, and then they're also gonna make hunting better for all of our hunters and all of our crate makers for hunting and animal husbandry.
Yeah,
I think that would be a
I
perfect
could,
update
I could,
next.
I could see that. That'd be a great update.
Right.
I think my update. I hope they don't have my. I hope it's not my idea.
What is it?
I I think they're just gonna put Sujoma in the game
Shut up.
and just I I think they're just gonna finish
Mm-mm.
the square footage of the left side of the map, and they're not gonna even worry because think about it. They did the anvils when the Jundark in the tropics is still pretty lackluster overall.
Mm-hmm.
And they still put that big ass anvils up there, which is already lacking content. So I think they're just going to continue down that path and just get all the assets there and then worry about filling it out with content. So I think they're going to surprise us and be like, Sujon was on the way.
What about the Crucible?
Fuck the Crucible, I can wait.
He said that Crucible's coming soon, or at some point, like soon. So I'm like, maybe that was next. Who knows? You
The
think they?
development's a moving train.
You think that they're gonna prioritize Sujoma before they prioritize the Crucible?
Yeah, I think they want to hit a marketing statement that they finished one half of the map entirely,
But they didn't.
even if it's
If
empty.
they didn't do Crucible,
Nah, it's if you open the map, it's there.
no, it's not. It's a
If you
big
go there,
ass
it's not.
fucking
If
crater.
you, yeah, that's a crucible, isn't it? That's the thing you pour or you melt metals in a crucible,
I'm done. You're annoying.
right? It's
You're
it's
annoying. Yeah.
it's not a misnomer.
Yo, Steven, prove him wrong. Intrepid Studios, prove him wrong.
Please flesh out these zones before adding more. But I also understand saying we're so close. We just basically need Sujoma to finish off the left side.
Right.
So I understand that.
Dang, I can't believe it. We've come a long
What?
way. People don't understand. I remember when we just had the Riverlands and like a sliver of the tropics and the desert.
Mm-hmm.
People, you can hate all you want, motherfuckers, man, but this game has come a long way. It hasn't even been a year yet. It's gonna be a year on what, in like 2 weeks?
Yeah, just about 2 weeks on the nose actually because right now it's the 11th when we're filming this.
That's crazy.
So on the 25th it'll be a year.
Sheesh.
It's been a big year.
And by the way, for all the people there wondering why we filming this so early, because we usually film like a few days before, I'm going to be going on vacation very soon. So I'm not gonna be here for 2 weeks. So we wanted to make sure we filmed these and got you guys some content of us, chatting the breeze. So by the time I'm back, it'll be like the 27th or no 28th, and I'll probably be watching not the podcast. I'll be watching the live stream with you guys. We'll be talking about the live stream. So it's gonna be interesting. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. Comment down below what you think the next update's gonna be after the Harbingers. What do you think it's gonna be? You gonna think is it PvE? Is it gonna be PvE related or PvP related?
Definitely PvE. We all know it's gonna be PvE, but hey, be the contrarian in the comment section below.
Right. Whoever's right will get a high five from Yami.
Right. From Falco.
No, from Yami.
From Falco.
With the back of his hand, he'll be like, high five.
Oh, that's so weird. If someone did that to me, I'd look at them like, I'd be like, the fuck was that?
He's gonna be like, up high.
I don't think I've ever seen that done before. Yo, what's up, dog?
Right. Oh, we didn't have a word. Hold on. What's the word?
Yeah.
I got one.
You do it.
Pistachios.
Oh, that's a good one. Pistachios.
Make a
if you made it this far, I don't think there ain't no one listening still. There's no way.
You definitely are. If you're listening and you haven't subscribed right now, you're a weirdo. Subscribe.
What are you
doing? So fucking subscribe. And let's get 150. I don't know why we said 100. 100?
I mean, 100 minimum.
100. Okay.
They could easily hit 150. I know you guys can. Come on now.
Come on, boys. Get out your freaking dungarees and freaking like. What?
Dungarees.
Get out your fucking dungarees, man. Stop bullshit. Oh, God. I'm not gonna lie. We're pulling freaking. I know we always like the bullshit in the end because like this is just the bullshit time. This is the Rebirth.
This is our time. You guys had your whole show. This is our time.
You had yours, but I'm not gonna lie. These next few episodes like pulling teeth. The next episode I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. It might be a little talking about the decline of the server or something like that. It might be.
I think next episode is looking to be a little doom and gloom. But we don't have. We're running out of talking points because we usually get talking points as we play throughout the week, but since he's going on vacation, we're doing 3 episodes in 1 week.
I was trying to take him on vacation, but he's busy.
I would love to.
It's hard. Good. One day we'll have a vlog with this man on vacation. We're in Cabo or some shit. You drinking a mojito.
I could use that right now.
Do a podcast in Cabo and freaking.
I could really use that right now.
All right. Well, that'll be the next thing. Everyone, that's our goal. Cabo podcast talking about ashes while drinking and eating some taquitos. Taquitos.
God damn it, John. You're a demon. You're a big bag demon. You see why I call this portion our time? This is like the creative exercises in kindergarten. You can do whatever you like.
It is. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's not like. I'm looking forward.
Hey, we actually hit pretty much an hour again. I was looking at these notes and I was like, yeah, we could probably do a 35-40 minute episode.
All right.
We talk so much, guys.
Hey, we gave good points, and hopefully this was helpful to any devs watching currently. If this was helpful, I would love some like a smoke signal or something like that. We got you. Like send us a smoke signal since no devs talk to us
from San Diego.
Right. We got it. Send the bat signal.
Hopefully it's not the servers.
Right. Hopefully.
I didn't say it. I mean, I did say it, but.
Right. Please just let us know that you're like, we hear you. Good points. Horrible points. You guys are trying. Something.
I'd be equally happy with the horrible points and a good points comment.
Right.
As long as it's
Right.
heard. I
Right.
don't really care
As
if you
long
guys
as
like it or not.
right. It's we're speaking our truth and it's just the way it
Yeah.
is.
Yep,
Um
yep, yep.
but yeah, if you guys enjoyed, like, comment down below, subscribe, all the jazz, all the links down below. Check out the channels, Yami's channel, my channel. Join the Discord, all that shit. Also, if you want to support us more, use the creator code down below. But other than that, thank you for watching. We love you guys, and we'll see you in the next episode. We out.
We will see you next Tuesday. Peace out.